because Brighton hawatambui kawa wako home, kawa wako away, kawa wako Wembley, wanacheza ball yao.
Brighton doesn't play so well, but they are away from home. They, I think, if they'll miss out on not Champions League, European either conference or Europa, will be down to their away from because it's not the best. So they're coming home to Arsenal that has just clapped Newcastle. We still want to keep our distance not so far from Man City. We are definitely getting the 3 points.
And lastly, for Arsenal fans, it's not yet over. Have faith that you're still gonna win this, because the pressure is off from us. Now it's on to Man City. They have more games. Us, we have 3 games in 3 weeks. So
faith is not a strategy.
No, I'm talking about the fans. I'm not talking about the players. Wait, welcome back to the Wildcard show. My name is Fernand.
God's greatest creation, Lion.
The Black Mamba.
God's greatest creation. Oh my God. And Nyaash representing millions, and I mean millions of Arsenal fans, resilient Arsenal fans. And of course, being football fans, we always love catching our games on DStv, and you can always catch these games, Premier League games especially, to see how the top 4 fight is going to go. And you can't see what Arsenal, we might have lost the league, but Champions League is in the bag. Fight Champions League to contend next season. Some teams like Man United can't say the same. So if you want to see Man United maybe try and fail to get in the Champions League, always hook up with the DStv. You can catch that on the compact package that has all the Premier League games, there are the Serie A games, and of course La Liga games also.
Yes,
you can also catch La Liga by in a lesser package called the family package, where you can go and check the top 4 for the Serie A by the uko meshika moto mbaya. Not just like the Premier League, even Serie A, the top 4 fight is very on. So check out family package for the DStv, and also the compact package. You can check all games in the Premier League, and of course the Champions League that is coming up, especially in the compact package. Yes, sir.
Man, I think this is that weekend where the best teams lost. If you think about it, Gor iliteleza kidogo, Arsenal pia ndio hiyo iliteleza kidogo. Chelsea at some point they had the game, but again
Chelsea is not a good team.
Waka slip up. Napoli itself walikulwa 2-0.
That was always gonna happen.
You know, walikulwa 2-0. So I don't know, how are you guys feeling? How was your week? Did you enjoy? What's your takeaway? Like, uliona game wapi? Bro.
In simple terms, my weekend was sensational.
Bro,
United won. AFC Leopard, that 7-year dark is finally done. We beat Gor Mahia and sort of like derailed their championships hope in the KPL. Fantastic Kipkeino Classic. I actually went to Kasarani after doing fun zone over the weekend. And what else? That little matter of the Seagulls, raining a proper parade at the Emirates. So fantastic weekend altogether.
Me kwangu, it's like when that game ilikuwa inaisha, because I was streaming it on my app kwa phone. But then nowadays I love streaming it on my phone because niko busy and I'm always on the move. It's like wasewa Brighton, they went to watch a movie and us were the entertainers. Because when ikifika point where now somebody like Estupinan is scoring against us and is keeping a clean sheet at Emirates, it's
just terrible.
It's just so terrible. FC and Gor, I don't know if you guys attended.
No, I didn't manage.
No. We should attend either games because now it's entertaining. Like it was like Man City and Liverpool, where all the players are great. The managers both are experienced nanini. They have the CVs nanini. So it was just a battle of whose tactics worked. And AFC actually really work early on in the game because they were the first to score. They were the first to also, like, whatever it is that we did, they were a better team. And I single-handedly accept like FC was a better team.
Hands down.
So ilikuwa hivyo. Napoli now ndio hiyo 2-0. It's like walikuwa na hangi hiyo day.
Of course.
They did, definitely.
Manze, my day was just, when it comes to just watching sports, it's like whatever things it was, I was watching. Kidogo was disappointed. Chelsea, wakafunga kwanza, they went up 2-1. I knew, now Chelsea have changed. Boom. 2-2.
So
it's unpredictable watching football nowadays.
But my weekend was fantastic for me. Why? Did I say fantastic? Oh my God. It was anything but fantastic. Of course, on Saturday, I went to work. Kamakawa. Man City were playing on Sunday, not on Saturday. Yeah, so on Saturday it was easy. Sunday, niko shida ilianza. Started off with Everton. I was thinking Everton, they might channel the inner instinct they had when they were playing against Brighton. Yeah, they don't do that at Goodson Park. They were spanked a good one, 3-0. So now I was thinking, okay, Brighton wanakuja nyumbani. They have away form, which is terrible. And just exactly what we need to beat them. Hey. If dreams... Is it quite dreams, man? And what I hate about this weekend, it got me going music about it. And I feel delusional. Like, all these songs that I could use to relate with Arsenal and what has happened on our season, it's just terrible. Like, moment for life, Ilya Nicki Minaj. I wish I could have this moment for life. That's what all Arsenal fans are thinking and wishing right now. They wish they could have this moment for life. There's also another song by... Brian alizaliwa juzi. I think she's called Roxette. It must have been love, but it's over now.
So your love for Arsenal is done?
It must have been good. Didn't you Buddha? As in, what you are going through as Arsenal fans, because you are top of the league for 8 months.
9.
Out of 10.
8.
8
The whole of April as well.
The whole of
April as well. 9 months out of 10.
Yeah, so I mean, mtu alikuwa na mimba hiyo time washaza, but as in, it's just terrible that we just collapsed the way we did, and it's just terrible. I hate this weekend. It was bad, but I got to watch Barcelona win
La Liga.
The La Liga at Espanyol. Of course, that I watched kwa family package at DStv, and it's just crazy how it all turned out afterwards. I mean, they were celebrating at Espanyol. We know it's a derby.
Yeah, by the way.
Hey, Espanyol fans were having none of that, man. Walikuja kiwanja, invade your pitch, and Barcelona players had to run all the way out. It was an interesting watch.
Yeah, there's no way you can come and tunaturingia mbele yetu.
Si tulifanya hivyo at White Hart Lane. But it's White Hart Lane. Anyone can do it. They don't do trophies there.
Exactly.
They don't.
What about you, Mambo, man? How was the weekend?
My weekend was disastrous because I'm an Arsenal fan and Brighton just did a thing. I really hoped Arsenal would follow in City's footsteps, like City did earlier on the day on Sunday. They won 3-0, and then we were beaten by the same scoreline. Like, who does that, man? But anyway, it just showed me like how far this team has come, how relentless they've been, and fatigue just kicked in, you get, because players like Saka were nowhere to be seen, you get. Saka has been in that team since the season began, so I think he's tired. So and as we always say, we fight again next season, but this team, let me tell you something, and right now I'm so confident. I'm so confident, man. This team is here to stay. Let me tell you, the core of this team is here to stay.
True.
Listen, we have Saka, we have Odegaard, we have Martinelli. Yeah, those guys are 22 at most. 22 years of age.
The oldest is Odegaard.
At most. That team is very young. Right now, the people we are supposed to change is just the midfield cog of Granit Xhaka, Partey, and Jorginho. Get in some Rice or Caicedo.
Yeah.
Fam, we up. And I've forgotten. We get rid of the donkey cog, Jesus. We bring in a big number 9.
Yes, United donkey cog. My God. I feel like Arsenal has depth, but not enough, but not quality depth. It has shown eventually. Like Saka, once you take out Saka, there's no one who can step in his shoes and do better than what he does, if not close to what he does.
Yeah.
Jesus, we rely on him too much. He's not going to bag us 25 goals. It's okay to have wingers who are scoring goals. It's okay to have Odegaard banging goals, but to win the league, that is not enough. And it's unfortunate, but that's what it is. You have to have a striker who's scoring for fun, for free. Saka 15, Martinelli 15, Odegaard 15, Isawa. That's 30 what? That's 45. Bao kidogo sana from what Haaland alone has scored. Then, of course, you also have to have midfielders who are also banging goals. I mean, Gundogan, from nowhere, he has 4 in 2 games. Xhaka, the last time he scored was a while back. Partey has been absent. Jorginho, we cannot rely on him when you want to win the league. So, a striker was scoring for fun. Central midfielders who are doing the job well. Ona Caicedo vitu alifanya jana. I mean, on Sunday when he came on, he was fantastic. He basically showed what Arsenal doesn't have and what Arsenal needs. Yeah. At the back, Kivior, my dude from Bomet. I've been talking up this dude for 3 how long. Jana anachechemea maze tukipigwa free kick, but I'm like, dude. I mean, Enciso is one of the shortest players on the pitch.
Yeah.
He had to stoop to score a goal. against Kivior, who's like 6'1" or 6'2", or God knows how tall he is. So it's just terrible. The depth for Arsenal is not good enough. We need to do better, of course. What I like for Arsenal is we always learn. Now, I know people will say you bottled top 4 last season, alafu some mekuja me bottle league. Maybe next season bottle Champions League and that stuff. But I feel like we are learning. We know the gaps that we need to fill. I mean, Arteta and Edu, surely, they have to know the depth and the qualities of players they need to bring in. And they have to have the money. I feel like Kroenke does not have an issue nowadays supporting the manager. So let's just wait and see what you go to do next season. But yeah, like you said, this team is here to stay. Next season, you're not bottling anything. And bottling is a big word to use. We lost the league. We did not bottle it. It's against Manchester City. They might tentatively be the best team in Europe. So it's not bottling per se. Bottling is like losing to a small team like...
Losing to a Leicester.
Bournemouth or Leicester. Nani walipiga say juzi West Ham or something. Now that's bottling. You can't bottle when you're losing to Manchester City. It's the best team in the league for the last 3 years. So bottling is a big exaggeration.
Bro, I see you're warming up to
No.
now.
Me, I'm very objective. Always have been. When I say that United will finish the season with more trophies than Arsenal, I'm speaking big facts. I'm just
Big
taken
facts that-
aback. No, I'm taken aback by Nyaash saying it's not bottling.
It's
Trip
not.
down memory lane. 2016, 2017.
Okay.
Chelsea are the champions. Tottenham finishes runner-up with 86 points. This Arsenal team, if they win their remaining games, can only finish with 87 points. How come Tottenham bottled it in 16, 17 and yet Arsenal haven't?
Who
this
said they
season?
bottled?
How come? They did bottle the league. They did bottle in 16, 17. You guys, as their rivals, called them bottlers for bottling it
I
in
don't
16,
recall
17.
us calling them bottlers.
God damn it. Nyaash,
Listen,
if Tottenham were to
listen.
lose today, you
I
call them
don't.
bottlers.
Yeah, if they lose against Tottenham, if they lose against a small team, yeah.
Listen.
If they lose against City, I can't call them
Listen.
bottlers.
So,
Arsenal
then
does not qualify to be called bottlers or doesn't qualify to be said to have bottled this league. Do you know why? Because this is a relatively young team being led by the youngest manager in the Premier League.
so was Spurs in
Listen,
16, 17. So was Spurs.
Listen.
With Dele Alli, Ken and Son and Eriksen and Pochettino.
Yeah.
So they were a young team as well.
We did call them
But
bottlers.
how come? How don't you win a league with Harry Kane, somebody who scores goals for fun?
Well, you
Good
have
question.
Skabo Isaka.
Good. No, he's not scoring for fun.
What is he doing?
He's not among
Missing
the top,
penalties.
He's not the top 3 scorers.
Uh-huh.
He's not among the top 3 top scorers.
Isn't he your player of the season
Anyway,
this season?
listen.
I mean, after Southampton, they're going to play of the season.
No. My
issue
issue is when did we start uploading mediocrity? I know you guys are used to it, haven't won the league in 20 years.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When did we start uploading mediocrity? You want to tell me there's nothing inside you that feels incensed by the fact that these players lied to you, that they gave you hope?
Lied?
They were 8 points clear.
That's not
And
lying.
then just like last season against Tottenham and Newcastle, they did the thing that they did. They bottled it against West Ham and Southampton. Anfield and let it go. Because getting a point at Anfield is like winning. West Ham and Southampton. This mighty Arsenal, this elephant that has been on top of the tree for 9 months,
Yes.
could not muster up the confidence to beat West Ham and Southampton.
You see, first of all, they did not lie to us. How did Odegaard lie to us that you're going to... How? They lied to us that you're going to win the league.
Yes.
That's not lying. They were just doing their job. They didn't come and tell us, by the way, you're going to win the league. Did anyone, an Arsenal player, did any Arsenal player say they're going
So
to
now
win?
they've stopped doing their job.
They're not stopping doing their job.
Uh-huh. What are they doing right
They
now?
just fumbled at some point in time. They didn't lie to anybody.
They
At
didn't
the
lie to
wrong
anybody.
point in time.
Yes, at the wrong point in
When
time.
it matters.
And this is the pressure that comes with winning the league. And this is the pressure that you succumb to when you are young. You can't say you're uploading mediocrity because you are second to the best team in the league. You are second.
Not in the,
How
not
is
in
that
the league,
mediocre?
in the world.
You
It's
played
called
the
the-
league
I
for
want-
9 months.
I
You
want-
are 8
20
points
I want
ahead.
Odo to understand that being second isn't mediocrity, but battling fourth with Liverpool, who've been ninth,
Brayo.
is mediocrity.
Kuna, let me use Bundesliga for example. Was it, which team was that? That was number 1 and then now...
Union
they're-
Berlin.
Yeah.
Or Union
It was,
Berlin.
it was number 1 and then right now they're even struggling for top 3-6 or something.
They're having
Now
a Leicester
that's
kind of season.
bottling.
That's a Leicester
Now that's
kind of
bottling.
team. That's a
That's
Blackburn
bottling.
kind of team.
That's bottling.
They're
Number
not used
two-
to being in that position.
Number 2, look at us last season where we finished, and look at us where we are right now. We're actually challenging Man City.
You want only
And you
challenging.
called that
You want
mediocrity.
only challenging. You were 8 points clear.
We're still
You've been top
challenging.
of the table for 9 months.
Misao.
You've printed out shirts. You've
That's
printed
okay.
out posters on trees. You've printed out jerseys with the 23 champions written on
Yo,
them.
yo.
Where are they right now?
Why is Brian feeling bad that you are celebrating more than they were?
Actually, that we
I
You
want-
are just
invested,
celebrating.
I
Why
want-
are they
I
feeling
want
bad about
Brian-
celebrations?
I want Brian to understand this.
Yes.
Brian,
Uh-huh.
when as we were heading into this league in September or October,
Yes.
whenever it was,
Yes.
we here, the three of us, wherever we were, we already knew Arsenal was aiming for top 4.
Yeah, that was the season's objective.
That was the
And that
season's
was
objective.
ticked.
Have we not got the season's
You
objective?
have achieved the season's objective.
When Arteta goes back to Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke, has he not achieved his objectives? Listen,
He has overachieved.
He has overachieved.
So,
even.
sure. Okay.
Listen,
Sawa,
because
sawa.
because first of all, Nyaash beside me here said pretty well, we don't have depth. Yeah.
Hiyo nitawapea,
Listen, we don't
go
have
down
depth.
by in
And
terms
the
of
reason
depth.
why we don't have depth is because we fumbled last season. Had we qualified for the Champions League last season, Arsenal would have recruited better.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, yeah. We would have recruited better, and we would have had depth to push us forward this campaign. You dig? Are you seeing my objective? So, Arsenal hasn't bottled. We have just cemented our place in top 4 so that we can attract big players who can come in and help us win the league. So right now, for you, I remember Byron outside here just told us, for you to be a title contender, you have to challenge. So this season we've challenged.
Yeah.
Next season we are contending for it, and we will win.
First of
I
all,
agree.
you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what Poch will do with Chelsea. You don't know what Tenner could do with United. You don't know if Klopp could bounce back. My question is, when you guys said we sacrificed the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, and the Europa League to focus on the bigger fish that we have to fry, what did that mean?
Look, we will just talk here. We're not
You,
the ones
no,
playing
no,
on
no,
the
no,
pitch.
no, no, no. You
It's easy
said
to
that
Arteta.
Man City will have to play twice a week. We only have one game for 10 weeks remaining to the season.
Yeah.
What happened?
Look, we are saying that to go to Nairobi. The action is happening in London.
But you see me,
You
I
get the
always
difference.
back up my words.
Okay.
From day one, ever since I came to the Wildcard, I've said that United are going to finish the season with more trophies than Arsenal.
Yeah.
And
Wait
it's
a
come to
minute.
pass.
And you're just-
Without the season being over, it's come to pass.
And Brian, let's not forget, you're not the one who made it happen. You just said it. You're not the one who made it happen.
But I'm
It
bad
happened
enough
in
to
Manchester.
back my words.
And you're backing our team.
What you no,
can't
you're
do-
not, but you're not backing your words.
Which ones?
Your words of the elephant hayanguki kutoka kwa hii
But
mti.
ishaanguka.
Uh-huh.
It's there. It
How
has
do you
fallen
feel
down.
about it?
It has
I
fallen
think-
down.
At the
think
end of the day,
I understand
Venant,
what-
at the end of the day, you play football to win trophies.
Yes.
And you're
So
not the one
this
who
is a
play.
disappointing season for Arsenal because you finished it without a trophy.
It's
Unless you were pay young player of the season Yasaka. I'm me being a good Man United fan, I can give you De Gea's golden glove.
Look.
Do you want one?
Look, the man that was talking is not even qualifying for Champions League yet.
Oh, we
We're not
will.
even sure if you
If
guys
we
are gonna
will.
make it.
Yeah.
First and foremost, because you guys are talking about watching football on DStv and
Yes.
stuff. You guys are playing Chelsea. Unaona? And then there's Bournemouth, I think, at some
Yes,
point.
away at Vitality Stadium.
Bournemouth as a result of Bournemouth as a result of standing these big teams. The manager is now was nominated for
Manager of the month. Yeah.
It's not gonna be a walk in the park for you guys. Number two, you have Chelsea. You know, you have Chelsea Apple. And do you think you're gonna get all those 6 points? Because from the way you're talking, it's like you're sure you guys are gonna finish top
Oh,
4.
Man United from now till the end of the season, 9 out of 9 points. 3 against Bournemouth, 3 against Chelsea, 3 against Fulham, even with Mitrovic back.
Who scored a header last week?
3 against all of them, bro. 9 points. 9 out of 9.
9.
9 out of 9.
Don't forget,
Hey,
you can catch that on DStv Compact.
Exactly.
by the way.
Channel 223, bana.
HD.
We can't wait to
HD.
see Man United
And-
body.
Yeah.
Actually, should we do this then? Let's make a bet.
Last time we made a bet, you never bought me my pair of sneakers.
We
have the receipts. We have the receipts.
utaleta tutacheki. But let's make an agreement. So, you guys win all those points. DStv for 1 month for you.
9 out of 9.
Yeah.
Tell him how much you'll be
DStv
paying.
for 1 month.
Tell him how much you'll be paying
pay.
so that he knows how much the bet is. Tell him how much you'll be paying so that he knows how much the bet
See,
is.
3,000
Package,
Yeah,
yeah.
compact.
3,300.
3,300. Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's on.
Right here, right now. What
It's
do
on.
you have to
3
gain?
out of 3, not 2 out of 3,
Bro,
not 1 out of 3.
listen to me,
not
listen
3,
to me.
A draw.
I'm so confident of Man United getting the 3 points. That's why sija hesitate. Hata sitaki kuuliza wewe unataka nini. Sitaki kuuliza wewe unataka nini. It's 9 out of 9
Oh, I
points.
will be here for this.
It's 9 out of
I
9
will
points.
be here for this.
But me, I'm still insistent on the fact that as we wrap up on the Arsenal talk, I feel like you guys should feel more hard done by. Because There's never been another team that's led the league for 9 months and lost it. Back to 2013-14, as much as there was the Gerrard slip, Arsenal was still in and around February, then and there. 2003 or 4 you won. The Chelsea season, or 4 or 5. You were in and around there till March. When was it? 2008, again, in and around there till March. This club, North London clubs, have had a history of bottling when it matters. When it matters, it is something that is ingrained in your DNA.
Look,
Mkubali to say.
I can't argue much with that. I mean, there has been that record of being on top till Stewart and then fumbling. Stewart 4 or 5.
This usually starts for everything.
7 or 8. Or 7 or 8 is down to Eduardo's injury. Or 8 or 9, somewhere around there. This season, as an Arsenal fan, of course, you feel terrible that it's going down the way it is.
Yes.
But in the bigger scheme of things, you have to understand you are not in a capacity to be recruiting players like Akina Haaland or these Akina Grealish.
Fair enough.
So you're up against a team that has been in the Champions League for so long, that has had all this money at their disposal.
And the depth as well.
And, and everything else. And they have Pep who has been top-notch for a long-ass time.
Yes.
And now it's up to you, who has been in Europa League. You cannot attract top-notch quality players to try and go toe-to-toe with these guys who have all this experience of fighting for the title and winning it. Not just once, they have won 4 in the last 5. I mean, I think, 4 in the last 5.
In the last 5.
Yeah, something of that resort. So it's if you think you'll up to task with them, then you're maybe kidogo lying to yourself. And this is why you have to eat a humble pie and say, fine, we are not as good as they are. It's very much okay. But we are building on something here. It's very evident. And you just hope now you're back in the Champions League, then you can get these top quality players. And when you get them, and you find yourself 8 points clear, and then you fumble, now we can start having a different conversation. Because Man City were different worlds na sisi.
Exactly.
Let's not get lost on that.
So, Brian, instead of calling Arsenal players bottlers, give them their flowers for achieving what they have achieved against City. Anyway.
I will never upload mediocrity. I only have one question for
It's
you
not
guys. As we wrap up Arsenal talk, I only have one question.
You're wrapping it up a bit.
For next season, just a slight look to next season. You're in all 4 competitions now. Of course, Creme de la Creme Champions League. Whether you'll be in it next year in February is room for debate, but you are in the competition.
We'll be in it. Just so we're clear. Arsenal is not Man United. We don't qualify for the Europa League through Champions League. We don't do that. We go direct.
You're in it. This season, you had the leeway. Okay, you could say you were sort of lucky being eliminated out of these other cup competitions early enough to focus on the league. Next season, you'll have the pool to attract big players.
Yes.
Okay.
What happens if you guys go the long get to further stages of these competitions? Let's say you get to the semis of an FA Cup, you get to the quarters of a Carabao Cup, you luckily get to the round of 16 in the Champions League. What happens with the league?
Lucky, I thought we were being objective today.
Yeah, I'm being objective.
If you're attracting top quality players, you're not getting luck to get the round of 16. You are actually getting all the way to maybe semis or something.
Man City have always went to the Champions League as favorites and they've never won it.
We are not saying to win it. You're saying to get to the semis.
That's why I'm saying luckily to get.
So you're asking us to get to the latter stages,
like of every cup competition,
then
there's also the league.
Then what?
What do you guys think you will have the mentality? It's not even about the playing style right now. This team will it have the mentality to go for 4 competitions or maybe even 3?
Absolutely, yes. I mean, you have fumbled twice. We fumbled the top 4. We learned from it. We found out the league. You'd say that because you're happy to say that. We have learned from it. I mean, you're attracting quality players now. I mean, we can go all the way next season. Why not?
And also there's proof that Arteta is improving Arsenal, or rather is learning on how to manage Arsenal. You know, right now we're not talking about top 6 with Arsenal. We're not talking about top 4 with Arsenal. We are talking about the league. Last season it was top 4. The other season it was
Top
Europa.
6.
It was top 6
8,
Europa.
8, 8, 5.
So there's a pattern of improve, you know.
Yes.
Also, I think Arteta sees this moment, the Brighton moment, West Ham moment, both City moments,
Southampton.
Europa moment when we tulitoka Vifani. I think he sees all that and he improves on that. Now, if we are having the same Kiwar and whatever mistakes next season at a time like this, then
That's a problem.
there's a problem right there. But as far as now watching Arsenal from where it was to where it is right now, we've improved. Now, if you compare Arsenal to Man City, Man City is a better team. I don't think an Arsenal fan is out there saying Arsenal is better than Man City. We can beat Man City each and every time. Nah, Man City squad depth. Foden is injured due for how long? They're still winning. You know, if Saka is injured,
It's a problem.
I think I'm watching that game with a bit of anxiety.
Fairs.
So if comparing those teams, Man City is better, but
Speaking
progress
of-
to Kofiti.
Speaking of Man City, bana, later on tonight rather, they do play Real Madrid in the second leg of the Champions League. Remember to catch it on DStv Compact. That is channel 223. Now feel home na DStv because I'll definitely be watching it, whether it's with the DStv app on my phone or even on the compact decoder that I have at home. I will definitely catch up with that second leg. How do you guys feel about that game?
Ooh, crazy game, very much balanced. As a Madrid fan, like I said, I'm not very confident about this one. I feel City are playing quite well. They seem so compact. It doesn't seem like the City side that was slapped last season, even though ilikuwa kidogo slapping in the extra time.
Yes.
But it feels like a very different side here. They will go. This one will go down to the wire. I honestly feel like it might go to extra time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ikwangu, I see it this way. Real Madrid have to prove themselves now. They had a moment, they scored an early goal, they could have maintained it, but you know, KDB brilliance had to, you know. So say they are away, they're at Man City. They don't have that much leverage in terms of goal difference.
True.
So I feel it's them who have to now put up the fight with Man City. I'm sure Haaland will do something. For sure, Haaland can go up there and
if he
get
gets
those
out of
two
Rudiger's
quick goals
pocket.
and stuff. I looked at the City team that played at Bernabeu. No substitutions made.
Yeah.
They played all the team
full
like
90.
full 99. So I see a situation where Pep can now make some changes. Or Mahrez in, you know, and Foden in, you know, like so. Man City are going to this game as favorites, and for that reason, I want them to win.
Okay. As the resident Real Madrid pundit,
Courtesy of your jersey.
the champion, for 14th time, I want to echo his words, Venant's words. He has said City head into this game as favorites.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to give you just one simple quote. Whenever you're confident playing against Real Madrid, that's when you're defeated. You get?
Okay.
Yeah, that's when you're defeated. So listen, me thinks this way, yeah? Benzema will shine at the Etihad, okay, tonight. Benzema will shine at the Etihad. He will be the defining factor. Also, me thinks this way. If Man City are going to beat Real Madrid, then they are going to have to play against Real Madrid with how they played against Arsenal or Bayern Munich. How? By Pep Guardiola ceding possession to his opponents. Like, when they scored their ball in the second half last week, they were not the favorites in the second half. Yeah,
It was against a one-off player.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so they weren't favorites in the second half. So I think if he has to win against Real Madrid, this calm, composed, and a very smooth on transition team, he should give them possession so that he can attack them while they have the ball. But when he comes and plays his possession ball, he's being clapped, man.
It's gonna be a different ball game. And don't forget Haaland. I mean, tunajua what happened at Santiago Bernabeu. Rudiger tuliona the
Antics that was using
of how
against
to
you.
beat them up. Yeah, man, we did. So that's gonna be interesting. But of course, besides that, of course, we shall be having weekend matches. We have a big one. Manchester City are going to Chelsea.
One to go.
Again, you can catch that on DStv Compact if you want to feel at home. I think that one I watch to at home. Siwezi toka nje kuona Manchester City wakibeba kikombe. Sina nguvu. I'll just catch it at home, man. Just sitting back. Up against Chelsea. Anything less than a win for Man City?
No.
Nah, they win and secure
they
the
win.
league.
Yeah.
They win and they receive that trophy at home. Easy
By a
peasy.
very huge goal
Easy
difference.
peasy.
Yeah. I mean, Chelsea are minnows, all right. So they're gonna get clapped for sure. You guys are playing against?
Man United are playing away to Bournemouth
Away
at the
to
Vitality
Bournemouth,
Stadium.
yeah.
Yes.
And then they have a double game week. So United it's away to Bournemouth, and then in the coming week you're hosting Chelsea.
Easy peasy. 6 point up pale.
Still,
Don't doubt it.
Chelsea
bro.
is back, man.
Don't doubt it.
Chelsea
you know
is back.
Chelsea are now scoring goals.
But
Yes,
they're
they
coming
are.
to Old Trafford, the theatre of dreams. We've only lost
come
one
on.
But the
Premier
funny
League game.
thing, Chelsea are scoring goals. Their top goal scorer is out.
Is
And
out,
yet we
you
still
guys-
managed to get 3 points against Wolves.
By the way,
Fam,
which
that's
was
Wolves.
a nice goal by Garnacho.
Listen,
Thank you.
That's Wolves. Don't give them credit for beating Wolves. They're supposed to beat
No,
Wolves.
goal by Garnacho. It was a proper goal.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you're supposed to beat Wolves. Wolves have lost nearly half their games this season, man.
Yeah,
So have
Wolves
Chelsea.
are terrible. Yeah, so Arsenal, we are sealing the deal for Nottingham Forest. We're just sort of sending them home. But who do you think will join Southampton? I mean, one of the things that were confirmed this weekend was Southampton going away and Arsenal not winning the league. Who are joining Southampton the bottom two?
I think Leeds and Leicester.
Leeds and Leicester?
I think Everton have enough to just stay up. Sean Dyche might do something for them.
Yeah.
Same as Forest. I really want Forest to stay up, by the way. Considering how much they've spent on signing 30 players, nah.
Yeah.
Leeds and Leicester will
Leeds
be going
and Leicester.
down.
Who do you think will join Southampton?
Leeds and Nottingham.
Leeds and Nottingham
Nottingham have a very, very tough fixture coming ahead.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Against Arsenal. Who do you think will join the
It's
two?
the same because Nottingham have bought all these players and we're in game week 37 and they're still
Some are
Nothing.
caught up there.
down
Down
so and then with Leeds I think Sam Allardyce got the job at the like alikuwa mchelewa class. It's already too
With
late.
4 games
Your
to
first
go.
game is versus Man City.
Yeah.
You know, so it's gonna be a bit tough on him. Though he's being paid very well for those 4 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like for me it's going to be Leeds and Leicester. Leicester, I just don't fancy them at all. And also Leeds, they don't look good at all. Yeah, so don't forget you can catch those games on DStv Compact for 3,300. And you can also dial *423# to dial and stay connected with DStv and feel at home. Like I said, hii weekend inakuja tunakaa tu nyumbani. We're feeling at home with DStv. Arsenal fans, usikue na wasi. Just sit back, watch us clap Nottingham Forest, and then maybe just watch Manchester City win the league.
I'll be on the move, of course. So for sure, I'll be streaming it on my phone. And one thing about DStv that I like, whenever like I'm so used to the HD quality, or even if I go to other places and it's the standard quality, I just feel like I want to stream it on my phone.
Yeah, and we don't like those pop-ups kwa stream links mazi.
Each and
Hizo
every
vitu
time.
niliacha, especially now that I'm back in Champions League. Hizo vitu za Thursday night streams, I'm done with them. Those are the clean streams. The DStv HD proper, so I'm Nico game and I'm happy. I'm happy.
So guys, FPL man, we have to talk about FPL. I have to talk about FPL. Mi yangu itakuwa rahisi sana. We have a double game week 37 and for me the teams which have a good week, it so happens to have those double game weeks. So number 1 is Man City, Chelsea and Brighton. So I think with these 2 games they secure the league. So of course it's a must have to have Haaland. For those people who haven't used the triple captainship,
Now
this
is
is the time.
I'm a bench boost.
And for those people who haven't used the bench boost, now is the time. For those people who have the free hit, you can actually make a team with City attackers. United, by the way, you remember last week I talked about them having a clean sheet. Now it's away to Bournemouth, home to Chelsea. Rashford might be back.
Yeah, might be fit for the Bournemouth game.
Yeah. So for me, I think you get the midfielders from United, Rashford, Anthony, and sana Bruno. Bruno for me sounds like a good captain. And the last fixture, or the last team actually, it's Brighton, because they are at home to Southampton, which sounds like a win.
Yeah.
And also they're gonna host Man City. I don't know if you guys think Brighton might do something over there.
Nah,
but
they're not doing anything.
If City would have secured the league, maybe.
Yeah, they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
For me, I'm still sticking with Haaland. I still have him. He'll be my captain. He was not my captain for the previous game week. I'll captain him because he'll bag goals against Chelsea and Brighton. I'll stick with the Rashford also. And I think Newcastle at the back line, siko sure. Maybe Luke Shaw. I might have him this time round. Yeah,
for me, I'd go with Gundogan because he's a really, really nice
he's
asset.
scoring and
He's scoring and creating,
Yeah.
So I'd pick Gundogan ahead of KDB, Gundogan and Haaland. Yeah.
done.
Haaland is pretty clear. For me, I'd go Brighton, Estupina.
Nice.
You
Assist
alifunga bao
provider.
against us.
Yeah.
So on that note, we have to end the show. My name is Venant.
Brian.
The Black Mamba.
And I've been Nyaash representing all the resilient Arsenal fans throughout the whole world to pattern next season bigger, better, and stronger.
It's all about trophies. Now, this weekend, there's that big, huge game at the Vitality Stadium. Bournemouth do take place. Bournemouth do host Man United. And guess what? I am banking on Man United to get the 3 points and secure a top 4 finish. And even better, I'll be watching it on my DStv app, banana. Feel home na DStv. All you have to do is dial *423# and stay connected with DStv. Remember to catch that on the compact package, channel 223. And it only costs 3,300 Kenyan shillings. Bournemouth versus Man United. Aye. Easy peasy. 3-0 Man United. Rashford will be back.